Poll suggests that majority is expecting a 25 basis points cut in the key policy rate in tomorrow's policy. And of course, this comes at the backdrop of because majority is seeing that as far as inflation is concerned, the WPI inflation is much below 6% levels. Commodity prices are easing, and of course, the industrial activity is also picking up. On the other side, as far as growth is concerned, we are facing the slowest growth in a decade. So certainly, most expect going forward, the central bank will focus more on growth. So because of that, most are expecting that there could be another 50 basis point cut in this current financial year. And of course, as far as liquidity is concerned, well, the deficit is still quite high. Banks are borrowing over 1 lakh crore rupees from the RBI's window on a daily basis. But still, very few are expecting some kind of relief coming on the CRR front in tomorrow's policy. And majority expect that RBI will continue to use OMOs as a preferred route to tackle this deficit. But as far as bankers are concerned, well, they seem to have made it very loud and clear that unless there is a CRR cut, they do not have enough headroom to bring down lending rates. So certainly bankers are clamoring for a CRR cut in tomorrow's policy. And as far as the inflation as well as GDP growth is concerned in the current financial year, most are expecting that inflation as well as GDP will remain between the 6 to 6.5% range. So certainly markets are very high, have high hopes of a 25 basis cut in the key policy rates tomorrow. And if Governor Subbarao does something more than that, that will certainly bring cheer to the markets.
I am encouraged to recommend a 1% reduction in CRR. CRR, if it is brought down from 4% to 3%, I can assure you at least a 20 basis point reduction in base rate.
I think they definitely have scope to cut policy rates, and that has been our expectation really.
We are certainly hoping for a cut in CRR. We still believe that there is room for some more liquidity to be infused in the system, which will facilitate better transmission.
With inflation coming under control and both the fisc and the CAD seeming to be a little better today than it was a couple of months ago, there is probably some room for monetary easing.
Our expectation as a bank is that we should see definitely a relaxation in the overall repo levels. Whether it's 25 basis points or 50 basis points is anybody's guess or wish.